How's it going, everyone? Today we're taking a look at the Nokia 8210 4G. This device also does not work very well here in North America, but for those of you watching for international usage, this is a very good device. Now, I would say, and I'm going to compare a lot with my previous review, which was the Nokia 5710. And I would say this is a better device, definitely, than the Nokia 5710 in a couple of respects. Number one, the screen is better. It's not only larger, but it is better looking. I don't know if something happened here with the way that they coded the device or because of this encasing that they have with the buttons, but the screen is not as pristine. It's not as clear. The screen on the 8210 is better than on the 5710. So I prefer that over on this device. It does have 4G LTE Dual SIM and also a micro SD slot like the other devices. The only thing that I would say is not amazing about this device is the plastic. It's a little bit cheap on the cheap side, but it does feel better than, for example, the Nokia 225, which is essentially the only device available with this operating system in North America. But the keys are also a little bit more difficult. You definitely will get used to them as you're typing, for example. And again, this has T9. So if you're typing and hi right there, when you're typing, you will get through it most of the time. And it will, use some of the different predictions right there. So prediction right there. And it does it pretty well. And if you need to change something, then of course, you can add words with the dictionary. Let's see if I can get to it because it needs to not be registered right there. Add new word. So whenever it's not a word that is recognizable, it prompts you to add a new word, and you're able to do that. Of course, we don't want to add that word because it's not a word. But you do have the prediction right there. Same thing as the previous devices that I reviewed on this. Portuguese, or Portugués, Español, Italiano, and English, of course, right there. You do have something that is a little bit different for this device is that it does have a 3.5mm headphone jack, and it does have a dedicated torch. So it doesn't have a flash right here for the camera, but it does have a torch right here at the top. And I would say that is an improvement, for this device. You can activate that torch if you go right here to the torch, and boom, right there, you can see it. And of course, you can turn it off. You can change it, things of that nature. But the screen is way better than the Nokia 5710, the Express Music. It does have a 3.5mm headphone jack. It is a slimmer profile than the 5710, and that is, something that is kind of just interesting. But of course, this one has the added value of the Bluetooth headphones. Now, it does have Bluetooth, and it can connect actually to these headphones if you happen to get both, but it can also connect to other regular Bluetooth headphones without any issues. I did not have any issues while testing it. It does have a camera, nothing amazing again. I showcased this picture back when I was doing the live stream a couple of weeks ago, but it's actually a very good and exciting thing to have right here. I was able to test this device again on 2G network here in the United States, Speed Talk, and I made it work in the same park where I walk my dog, and that's the only place that it works. It works with 2G, but that's the only place I get 2G, and actually in very specific parts of the park. So I would not recommend this device as well for the North American market, specifically for the United States, since we have shut down a lot of 2G and 3G networks. It does have an alarm clock. It does have a voice recorder. It does have some games here and there that you can use. You cannot delete them. It does have a calendar, about 30 to 40 entries, I believe. I have not been able to fill it all up, but it does remind you of a couple things. So maybe if you do a calendar weekly, for this device, it's a very simple device, maybe you'll be able to use it. Call quality was fine. I'll say 6.5, 7 out of 10. Very acceptable, nothing amazing, but it was very consistent. The radio works without the need of a 3.5mm headphone jack, a connector or earbuds, right? And it works actually very well. So let me just put it here so you can see. It's going to do the searching, and then it's going to start playing once it finalizes that. And if you have the privilege of having 4G with this device, it will do it better or faster. So you can see right there. right there. We're going to mute it since we don't want any copyright right there. So you can close the radio, set the frequency, things of that nature. But the device works extremely well. I really like the responsiveness of the device. If you want something that is extremely basic and that works in your country, make sure that it's compatible with the bands of your country. So 2G, 3G, and 4G VoLTE LTE. Same thing as the Nokia 5710. This one also has 4G LTE and VoLTE LTE, then you will be able to make it work. The browser works exactly the same way as it works on the Nokia 225. I showcased this a couple of the past video, which is right here. You have, a very basic browser, nothing super amazing. It will not blow you out of the water, but it will work. It will be serviceable. I cannot showcase it here because, again, I don't get any service in my house where I am recording this. But the device is actually better than the 5710. So I would personally get this one. Or if you, and this is the next review, probably I'll release it in like 2 days or so. Same thoughts, similar things for the Nokia 2660. So 2660, or if you're looking for a flip phone, or the 8210, which is a better form factor than the 5710 in my opinion, because of the 3.5mm headphone jack and also because of the screen. These two have better screens. So if you have any questions about this device or any other devices I have reviewed, make sure to put them in the comments below. I'll be interacting with you guys, and I hope that Nokia continues to listen, or that starts listening to consumers so that they can fix some of the things like the group text message issues and things like that with the 8210, 225 4G, and all of the other ThreadX devices. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.